Bonjour everyone and welcome to this class. If you're here today, there's a high chance that you've suffered a traumatic event in the last few days or few weeks. I hope this class can help you deal with these difficult times. There's a few things that are quite important today. The first one is your breath. That's the only thing that matters. Whatever you're doing, keep that breath flowing, preferably through your nose. It helps it regulate it. Second is whatever emotions you will feel, you are going to feel, be okay with that. In the next few minutes, you might need to become a little bit vulnerable. And finally, you might need maybe a block, a blanket, a bolster, anything that can help you with this class. Let's start cross-legged, making sure both sit bones are on a towel, on a block, or just on the mat. At first, bringing palms of the hands facing upwards on your knees, making sure that back is straight, you're comfortably seated, and then crown of the head reaching upwards. Bring the right hand on the right side of your body, and then inhale, left hand high up in the air. Exhale, we're going to reach towards the right side. You can look up, you can look down. And then slowly go to the other side. Left hand down on the mat. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, bending over towards the left side. Again, look up, look down. And gently make your way back to a neutral position. This time we're going to reach both hands to the back. And looking up, opening the chest, opening the throat, the heart chakra. And then gently make your way back to a neutral pose, reaching to the front, both hands in front of you. Don't have to go too deep, you can just stay here with your flat back. We'll go a little bit deeper if you wish. And then gently back to neutral. Let's do that one more time. Left hand towards, right hand towards the right side. Left hand up and then bending over towards the right side. Switching sides, reaching to the left. One more time on each side, reaching to the right and back to the left. Back to that neutral position. Both hands behind your back. Inhale, looking up. And then gently back to neutral pose, this time going forward. Make sure your breath is flowing in and out the nose. Gently make your way up. And we're going to go into a child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as you wish. For today, don't go too wide. You don't need to. You just need to have your toes touching each other. And then sink those hips onto the heels. And then gently make your way forward. Your forehead is going to rest on the mat. And then both hands towards the back. Holding onto your heels, for example. And then to start, you can sway from left to right. And then hold the position still. Filling up the lungs. And then breathing it out. Feeling how those lungs expand. Staying in that child's pose a little bit more. It is a very comforting pose. And then take up your time to get out of this child's pose. Just kneeling at the bottom of the mat. Staying a few breaths here with your hands resting on your knees. Optional block or blanket under your glutes if needed. Keep focusing only on your breath. You can bring a hand to your heart. Then we're going to gently come into Sphinx pose, so lying down on the mat, belly on that mat, and then bring forearms to the front, parallel to each other, elbows right under the shoulders into that Sphinx pose. We're going to gently activate the quads and the legs, and then looking in front of us, making sure shoulders are strong, then we're really back bending, still looking in front. Again, filling up the lungs. And then from here we're going to play a little bit with our neck. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, letting go of that neck, looking down. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, looking up. Continue that in your own time. Really important to keep that upper body active, opening the heart, and then gently come back to that Sphinx pose. Still trying to go as much forward as upwards. Then let's gently come down to the mat, hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes in, and gently make your way back onto your heels. collapsing on that right side, and we're gonna bring our legs up the wall. It's a really good restorative pose. You can use a towel just to put your bum on it, then those glutes as close as possible to the wall, and then send the legs high up in the air, bum as close as possible to the wall. The great thing about this pose is that you have nothing to do. We're letting our back settle after the back bend in that sphinx. Still maintaining that flow in your breath. Steady inhales and exhales. Stay here for a little bit more. Legs still up the wall. The breath is still flowing. As I mentioned at the beginning of the class, this is the most important thing. Deep breath in, filling up the lungs. Deep breath out. That is going to help with all sorts of things in your body. From releasing anxiety to lowering the blood pressure. And in difficult times, you're just a few breaths away from feeling better. Take your time to bring both legs towards the right side and then making your way straight onto the mat. So resting your back on the mat, bending the knees and then bringing the knees into your chest, giving yourself a big hug, maybe interlacing your fingers just above the shin bones. And then bring those bending knees on the mat, sole of the feet together, knees together, and we're gonna go wide with both knees. If you want, you can use your hands to gently assist you into that reclined butterfly pose. Again, it can feel like a very vulnerable pose, where our chest, our hips, our legs are very vulnerable. Just keep breathing through it. You can always put a block or something to help you in that pose, assist you on the side of your legs. Otherwise, just stay here. Keep breathing. Keep being okay. Staying vulnerable. Of course, you can always close your eyes. Whatever makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. Now take your time and use your hands to bring the knees together. Sole of the feet on the mat, the knees are still bent. And then extend both legs on the mat. And we're going to bring our right hand, palms facing down, under our right glute. And the same thing on the other side. We're settling or setting up for fish pose. Bring your elbows very close to the body, or touching the body. And then using strength in the elbows to go into that fish pose, reaching the upper body high up, and then resting almost the crown of your head on the mat. Again, a very, very vulnerable pose. Just make sure you keep breathing, keep that flow of breath coming in through the nose. Really opening the chest here. Expanding the lungs. And then gently make your way down. Release or remove the hands from under your glutes. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself big hugs. Swaying from left to right. And then letting those legs go into Shavasana. If you wish, put a blanket to cover you if you're feeling cold. Hands far away from your body, legs far away from each other. And to start this Shavasana, there's a poem I want to read to you that I found online. Make sure first that your entire body is on the mat, Shavasana. Back flat. You're letting go of anything. There's no more muscles working right now. You're just here lying down. Here's the poem. If you cannot refuse to fall down, refuse to stay down. If you cannot refuse to stay down, Lift your heart towards heaven and, like a hungry beggar, ask that it be filled, and it will be filled. You may be pushed down, you may be kept from rising, but no one can keep you from lifting your heart towards heaven. Only you. It is in the midst of misery that so much becomes clear. The one who says nothing good comes of this is not yet listening. Gently start to bring movement into your toes and fingers. Bring your awareness back to your body. Deepen your breath. And then bring your knees into your chest. Swaying from left to right. And bringing both knees towards the right side. Staying here for a few breaths. Some of my teachers call that the rebirth pose. Keep breathing and then gently make your way up, just the way we started, cross-legged, sitting maybe on a block or a mat or blanket. Bring your hands to your heart. Just take a big inhale through the nose and a big sigh out. One more. And one last time. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for the last few minutes. Hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.